We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Trent McDuffie going to bring this one out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. First and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go, go, go. Hey, one set, check, Mike, 54.
To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
On first down, Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got room. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
McDuffie now, and he will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McDuffie now, and he will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll roll him out right.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nick Bonito, his second sack of the night. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
McDuffie now, and he will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most important.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McDuffie now, and he will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a... Bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Gordon once more.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Watch the whip.
A give running left, McAllister. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a toss coming wide side. This is Gordon.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McDuffie now, and he will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Finding Gray going across the field.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
53 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Gordon on first down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a